Today, you and I begin a journey into one of the most misunderstood forces of the human spirit: discipline. Not as punishment, not as rigidity, but as the doorway to inner freedom. Because contrary to what the world often tells you, freedom is not the absence of rules. Freedom is not doing whatever you want, whenever you want. Freedom is the power to choose what is right, even when your impulses tell you to choose what is easy. The ancient Stoics knew this very well. Marcus Aurelius wrote in his Meditations, "A man's worth is measured by the things he can control." And what is the first thing you can control? Yourself, your thoughts, your reactions, your habits, your discipline. But let's begin from the beginning. Every day before you even speak, a war has already started. It's the battle between who you are and who you could be, your comfortable self and your disciplined self. One of them wants pleasure, the other wants purpose. One wants shortcuts, the other wants meaning. Most people live chained to their impulses, believing they are free. But if your emotions drag you, if your cravings control you, if your comfort zone decides your actions, then you are not free. You have simply changed one master for another. And here is the paradox the Stoics understood. Discipline is the training of the mind that frees you from slavery to your impulses. When you choose discipline, you are choosing to rise above your automatic self. You become the architect of your own being. Discipline is uncomfortable, and many people think discomfort means something is wrong. But the Stoics believed the opposite. Discomfort is often a signal that you are growing. Seneca said, "Softness makes you weak. Hardship shapes you. The muscle grows when it experiences resistance. The mind grows the same way." Discipline is resistance training for your soul. When you resist the temptation to procrastinate, when you resist the impulse to complain, when you resist the desire for immediate gratification, you are strengthening the very core of your identity. You are becoming someone who can trust himself. People wait for motivation as if it were fuel. But it's smoke. It appears, it disappears, it changes with the wind. Discipline, on the other hand, is a structure, a foundation, a compass that keeps pointing to the same direction even when you don't feel like moving. Motivation asks, "Do I feel like doing this?" Discipline answers, "It's time." The Stoics taught that your emotions may guide you, but should never command you. To let your feelings decide your life is to let storms steer your ship. But discipline is the anchor. It keeps you steady. You may not see them, but inside you there are chains. Chains of procrastination, chains of excuses, chains of doubt, chains of fear, chains of distraction. Each time you choose comfort over discipline, the chains tighten a little more. But each time you make a disciplined choice, no matter how small, a link breaks. The goal is not perfection. The goal is liberation. The Stoics did not see discipline as a way to torture the body. They saw it as a way to train the mind. They believed discipline should be simple, not complicated, consistent, not extreme, purposeful, not rigid, internal, not performative. Epictetus, born a slave, said something many free people today still don't understand. No man is free who cannot command himself. Self-command is the highest form of freedom, because when you command yourself, nothing outside of you can enslave you. Not opinions, not circumstances, not failures, not cravings, not fears. You become unshakable. The most powerful truth about discipline is this: every disciplined action is a vote for the person you want to become. When you wake up early, even if you don't want to, you are casting a vote. When you choose the hard task over the easy one, you are casting a vote. When you control your tongue instead of reacting impulsively, you are casting a vote. Little by little, these votes reshape your identity. You stop telling yourself, "I can't." You begin telling yourself, "I do," and eventually, "I am." This is how discipline builds freedom, by building a self that can withstand anything. Think of any area of your life where you feel trapped. Trapped in bad habits, trapped in emotional reactions, trapped in procrastination, trapped in fear, trapped in your past. Discipline is the chisel that frees you from the stone. Every act of discipline sharpens your character. It polishes your self-respect. It carves out the most powerful version of you. People think discipline is the enemy of freedom. In truth, discipline is the architect of freedom. You don't become free by removing all structure from your life. You become free by designing a structure that supports your highest self. Your mind is like a room. Without discipline, it becomes messy. Loose thoughts everywhere. unfinished intentions, worries scattered around the floor, dreams left in corners collecting dust. Discipline is cleaning that room. It is choosing order over chaos, direction over drifting, meaning over randomness. A disciplined mind does not wander. It navigates. A disciplined mind does not drown in emotion. It observes. A disciplined mind does not fear the unknown. It prepares. This is why Marcus Aurelius repeated to himself every morning, "At dawn, when you rise unwillingly, have this thought ready." The thought was discipline, the reminder that greatness is built before the world even wakes up. People think discipline is something physical, but the strongest discipline is emotional. The discipline to stay calm. The discipline to not react. The discipline to let go. The discipline to forgive. The discipline to stay focused. The Stoics trained for emotional discipline the way soldiers trained for battle, because the greatest battles of your life will happen inside you. When insulted, discipline. When rejected, discipline. When disappointed, discipline. When afraid, discipline. Not in the sense of repression, but in the sense of mastery. Epictetus said, "It's not what happens to you, but how you respond to it that matters." Master your response and you master your life. Many people fear routine. They think it cages them, but in reality, routine liberates your mind. When your actions are intentional and structured, your mind becomes free for deeper work. Routine creates stability. Stability creates clarity. Clarity creates focus. Focus creates purpose. This is the order of inner freedom. And discipline is what activates each part of this chain. Freedom is not about adding more to your life. It is often about subtracting. Say no to distractions. Say no to unnecessary drama. Say no to self-sabotage. Say no to the impulses that weaken you. Say no to the old version of yourself. Every no protects your energy, your time, your attention. A person who can say no with clarity is a person who is free. Responsibility is not a burden, it is liberation. When you take full responsibility for your actions, emotions, and habits, you no longer depend on the world to fix your life. You become your own source, your own structure, your own force of progress. This is what the Stoics meant when they said that a disciplined person is self-governed. No external chaos can dominate the one who governs himself. Deep down, you don't want a life of ease. You want a life of meaning. Meaning is created through responsibility. Responsibility is powered by discipline. So if you want your life to feel purposeful, start with disciplined action. You don't need motivation. You don't need permission. You don't need the perfect moment. You only need the decision. I will do what must be done. This decision, repeated daily, is how you rise above everything that once held you back. Discipline does not eliminate hardship. It prepares you for it. Life will test you. Life will surprise you. Life will challenge you. The disciplined person does not expect life to be easy. He expects himself to be strong. When adversity hits, he does not collapse. He does not panic. He does not lose himself. He stands. He breathes. He acts with clarity. This is inner freedom. To remain yourself no matter what happens outside you. In the end, discipline is not about forcing yourself. It is about becoming someone for whom discipline is natural, someone who speaks calmly, someone who acts intentionally, someone who persists, someone who chooses the difficult path because he knows it leads to growth, someone who is in control of his own mind. Discipline is not punishment. Discipline is the highest act of self-respect. And the reward? A life where your emotions don't own you. Your impulses don't direct you. Your past doesn't limit you. Your fears don't silence you. A life where you walk with purpose. A life where you finally feel free.